Good afternoon. It is Tuesday, September 11th. Got off work a little bit ago, and edited a vlog, been watching some YouTube, but I got tea on the burner. So let me make sure this, yeah, okay, the range is off. So that's gonna steep. I got laundry in to wash. I got Blu-ray disc in to burn because I set one to burn the other day and it failed. So yeah, I was thinking I'd pretty much had that all ironed out and figured out, and apparently I'm not 100% on that. There are still some glitches to work out with that. I think it's just either the drive or the discs just sometimes fail. Oh well. I'm now heading over to my mom's. Two reasons. One, she wants to, whatever, stuff with student loans. I need to go help her. I need to help figure out how to log into one of, like, I think it's like my college email that I haven't checked in like 10 years, or not quite that long, 7 years, but apparently that's where I can recover passwords for something. And so now I have to help her figure out how to get to that email. I'm like, what? Really? That's what it's set through? I didn't use that when I was in college. But also, hopefully, some of my Amazon orders should be arriving today, so that'll be cool. So I get here and I'm like, well, where's Mom? She's gone. So I gave her a call. She ended up going over to get my grandmother. She forgot, apparently, that she told me to come over to work on stuff, so we'll now have to reschedule. But I did get a box from Amazon, so not a wasted trip. Just had to stop by for that anyways. Let's take it home to open it though. So I thought I was gonna get more done today than I did. Oh well. This is fun. Yeah, sort of. This isn't really the fun stuff, I don't think. I think this is more of the useful stuff. Hold on. There we go. Okay. So, first, a mouse. The exact same mouse I bought the last time I bought. The last 2 times I bought mouse. Nice mouses. Mises. But I have been quite pleased with it. I decided when I left college that it'd be a really good idea to invest in a nicer mouse because I use it for a lot of time, and so when I built Ginevra, the computer there, I did so. And then sometime later, I decided I also used my other computer a fair amount. I don't use it as much anymore, but I did at that point. And really, I should, with as much as I use computers, I should have a nice mouse on both of them. So I bought one for that computer. And eventually, I think I swapped them. So the newer, nicer one was on the nicer computer. And the one that had been already in use for a while was on the other. Because it was starting to show wear. About a month or so ago, that one on that computer finally just gave out. I've had it for more than 7 years. I don't blame it. And then, just, around the same time, the mouse that's on this computer started occasionally, hesitating, almost like you move the mouse across the screen and there's, a second where it does not register it, and so the mouse just stops and then continues, which is annoying for gaming specifically. It was specifically annoying back when I was doing StarCraft 2, so it might have been a little longer ago. But anyways, it was particularly annoying with that, and so I've been thinking ever since then I need to get a new mouse, which will go on here, and then this one that has that issue, that can go on the other computer in there, and it won't bother me on that one. So I got that, and the other thing that came today is this. This is a Panda Wireless 300 Mbps 2.4 gigahertz wireless USB adapter. I have a little USB adapter on that computer. On that computer, I don't know if the actual wired network plug is broken or if I just need to configure it. But like when I made that computer, I did not want it always connected to the internet. I used to like specifically connect it to upload, disconnect it. Like I did not have it as an always online machine just because I was paranoid. Over time, it's become more and more my primary machine. And so it just basically stays online all the time. But maybe because I used to unplug and replug a physical cable into the back of it all the time, I might have messed something up. I could get a little network card and fix it, but even then I'd have to either run a cable around the door or put a hole in the wall. I don't want to do none of that. So I like using, I have a little wireless adapter. That wireless adapter I got not for Ginevra, not for Alice, but for Anna, which is the last. I name my computers, when you make a Windows computer and you start it up, it tells you to name your computer. I give them people names. I don't know if I've ever addressed that, but each of my computers, like if you actually go into my computer name, they have people names. I have Ginevra, Alice, and then Anna is the one that was the first, like the first one I gave a person name to, but also the last computer I bought before I built my own computer. It is old and worthless, and and really I could probably get rid of it other than the fact that I'd need to take out hard drives and such, and I'm lazy. But when I was going to school, that was the computer that was still here. That was before Ginevra I made after I graduated from film school to be an editing machine. Alice is the one I'd made before then, and that was at school with me. So Anna was the only one that was back home when I came home for break. And because that computer is just old and worthless, lots of things were breaking on it. I needed to connect to the internet, and the only way I could was to buy a little wireless adapter. So back when I was still in school and home on one break, I bought a little cheapy wireless adapter just to use for, while I was, home from school, just to be able to basically, at that time, what would it be, browse Facebook? But I just got the cheapest thing because it didn't really matter. Over time, when I needed a way to connect this one wirelessly to the internet, it became the primary way that my primary computer connects to the internet. It has never been the best thing for that. And I'm thinking, therefore, and that's why I'm thinking that the adapter is the problem. It's possible that the USB port that I'm using is the problem, but I don't think so. So I got this. I'll get it installed, and hopefully I'll stop having dropped internet. That was a long-winded way of explaining about two technical things. I got more fun stuff coming. I got a product to unbox that should be here tomorrow. And I got a book that should be here in like a month and a half because it's a pre-order. And just a short bit later, I got the new wireless adapter in and the new mouse, which, well, it's hard to tell because this one's worn off. They actually changed it because they have, I guess, a new logo, and they used to have their old symbol logo on there. But in general, it's the same mouse. It's just different branding. But yeah, so that's nice to have a nice new mouse. The gnats are definitely making a fight to come back, but I'm making a fight against each individual one to keep them away, and there are still very few. So I'm going to try to keep it from taking over and letting me lose out on the joy of my home. But yeah, just to be on the precautionary side, I'm going to get the trash taken out and just to make sure nothing in there is drawing them. I don't think it is, because they're hanging out around the sink. But, better safe than sorry. And thinking about what I want for dinner. There's a few options that I have that I actually have stuff for, but I'm going to actually do this this steak and cheese chimichanga. Because I got that a while back, before I started having quite so much gnat problem. I'm gonna see if I can cook it and how it tastes, because I know it was cheap. And if it comes out good, then that'd be a good thing to have a few of around. Now I used to work at Sam's Club, doing like demos, samples, basically. And I remember, obviously not the same brand, but we'd done those before, and basically the way we figured out to make them to try and sell them was you follow the microwave instructions, and then you put it in like a pan to actually crisp the outside. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna microwave it first, and then we'll worry about actually making it taste good after that. And yeah, after the recommended cook time, like parts of it are still cool to the touch, while other parts are very hot. Yeah. Definitely needs to cook more. So, that should hopefully warm it up through, so we don't end up with a chilly center, but now we cook it here on the skillet. Which is something I could not do when the house was totally infested with gnats. Again, each time I do something like this, I just try and absorb the gratitude of, even though there's a few of them still around, just the fact that there are few enough that I can basically try to live life again. I like living life. It's kind of what I feel life is best done with, is living it. Yeah, I like that. And it doesn't look great, but wish me luck, I guess. It's alright. Once I got to the middle where all the toppings were, that was actually pretty good. But I'm still kind of hungry, and I was thinking, well, what do I have that's not going to take too long? And I'd gotten this baking mix. So I'm gonna make some pancakes. I mean, why not, right? I can make pancakes. I can do this. It's been years since I've made pancakes, so I'm figuring it out as I go. And to accompany the pancakes, I decided to make some eggs as well. Because I don't actually have syrup, or if I do, I don't intend to use it. So I was like, I can do eggs with pancakes and make the pancakes basically the bread, because I don't have bread. And we got dinner part 2, which hopefully will actually fill me up, because like I said, that chimichanga turned out good, but I would in the future probably want to buy multiple so that if I have it, I can make a couple and actually make a meal out of it. I overcooked the eggs a little, but other than that, it was good, and I'm a little more full now. But I got 20 minutes until bedtime, and I need to do the dishes. I can't just leave dishes out. The gnats are mostly gone, but not completely gone, and so I don't want to leave anything that's going to help them come back. So, gotta try and get this all cleaned up. Made quite a mess, basically making 2 different dinners, because the first one didn't fill me up. Anyways, so I'm gonna do that and head to bed. Thanks for joining me. Join me as my journey continues. Bye!